I'm really just wanting to touch on today the Australian Standards ASNZ 1716 2012, which certifies our respiratory protective equipment. And I'm highlighting this because as someone who's out there fit testing products all the time, I'm really disappointed every time a product is not performing under a quantitative fit test, yet it has a proudly stamped 1716 badge on it, which I'm wondering, how did it get that? Because my understanding of a certification process for the P2 is that it needs to pass a total inward leakage test, which is a TIL test, and that it also needs to hit a benchmark. I believe 3 people out of 10 need to pass on that product, and I'm like, 3 is really low. It's embarrassingly low that's the benchmark to get a certification stamp on that product. So why is it 3? If it is 3, if it's higher, why aren't we replicating that in the workplace? So I know a lot of people are going to jump on and probably have a lot of opinions on me raising this conversation and highlighting it, but I just want to remind people that as a quantitative fit tester, we aren't able to pass people in Australian certified product, and that is alarming, and that should be highlighted. We need to look into this process. Do we look at the people certifying it, or do we look at the benchmarks that the product needs to achieve to get the certification? So either way, it does need addressing, and our certification should have more credibility to it. Definitely should pass more fit tests out in the real world, not just in this lab that gave it the mark that it needs for people to have faith in the product. So please feel free to help me understand the process, because 3 out of 10 just doesn't seem right. And again, total inward leakage, how is it passing that in a lab but not in the real world under a quantitative fit test? Because they're not too far apart. So total inward leakage, a quantitative fit test is literally measuring the leakage, and if it can't pass with us, what is happening? Please update me, loop me in, leave your comments. Love me or hate me, I just really need to understand this process better, and just wanting Australian businesses and organisations that buy these products to be able to, at least when we come in and test it, get the outcomes that they'd hope for with that certification. So yeah, let's start the conversation.